is another gay horror pod with Stuart Ross and Jesse Tabbitt. Gay sex.
Gay sex. And on that note, let's talk about the least gay movie we've ever talked about, which is Cutting Class.
Let me back up a little bit. Gay sex, it's sex. I'm tired of saying, oh, gay sex. No, it's just sex. You know?
I'm going to say that's not the hill I'm going to die on. When it comes to the battle for gay rights. I'd be like, yeah, you know what? Gay marriage be damned. I'm tired of calling it gay sex.
I'm the one friend that's too woke.
Yeah. Somehow I'm not the one friend that's too woke, which
I know, it's crazy.
Crazy.
That is crazy.
But hi, Jesse.
Stuart.
We haven't, except for the episode we just recorded, which is
right.
currently on Ms. Patreon.
Right.
We talked about Leviticus and Lost Boys, the musical. So if you want to hear us talk about that, join our Patreon over at patreon.com/anothergayhorrorpod. But besides that, this is the first episode we recorded in 3 weeks.
Crazy.
And I'm going to say it. You look great.
Thank you, honey. Likewise. Yeah. I'm putting lotion on my hands right now because they're really dry.
And, I was going to say I could feel through the screen how dry your hands were.
Actually, just as dry as my hands are, my elbows are 25% drier. And I'm using.
Wow. You're a dry boy.
Hopefully they hear this and sponsor us. Trader Joe's Ultra Moisturizing Hand Cream.
I don't think Trader Joe's needs two gay guys talking about their skin products.
Listen, it's still Pride Month, so it's not too late.
It is still Pride. Famously, it is. Well, when this comes out, it is not going to be.
It's not going to be Pride Month.
It's going to be 4th of July weekend.
I know. How are you doing?
We are. I'm always proud. And you know what? It shouldn't be called gay sex. It should just be called sex.
Stuart, thank you for saying that. That's so considerate.
I've actually never heard anyone say it before. And it's so I think astute. I'm brave to be the first person on this podcast to ever say it.
You are brave.
Yeah.
You are brave.
It should just
be
called,
them parentheses 2022.
It should be called gross sex.
Okay. You one step forward, 8 steps back.
Welcome to another gay homophobia podcast with Stuart Ross and Jesse
hosted
Tabbitt.
by 2 gay guys. There should be. Oh God, I just got lotion all over my fucking shirt.
Who was it? No, it's Renee Rapp who said on Z-Way that the gayer you get, the more homophobic you get.
God, I miss her lack of media training. Where has she been?
She's been getting media training.
Yeah.
They put her in conversion therapy camp, but it's not to make her less gay. It's to make her more media trained.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure seeing her on my feed because I'm like, oh, what is she going to say?
She's
now?
About to be on one.
Yes.
And what more can you look for?
Like, get on your soapbox, girl. Get on that
hop
soapbox.
on that, mama. How have you been for the last 16 days?
I've been good. I missed talking to you, for one. And it's so good to see your face again.
I mean, I texted you at least every other day.
I know. We did talk quite a bit, actually. Yeah. But I've watched many movies. Most of them actually, surprisingly, not horror. Not in the horror genre. But
I sometimes find when we have time off from this, I don't watch horror movies.
Yeah. It's kind of like we're cleansing our palate for...
Because it's like every week I have to watch like at least one, sometimes 2 or 3 horror movies to stay caught up with the zeitgeist.
Yes.
And it is like, you know what? I'm just going to see Stop That Train.
Which I still haven't seen.
It's fun.
No, I agree with you definitely. I will say I have, as for as much as I've foregone horror movies in the last 16 days, I have... started and almost completed the original Resident Evil Code Veronica, which
they're working on a remake now.
They're working on a remake.
You said I don't want new shit.
Well, I do want new shit, but I'm like curious. I mean, it's so beloved by the fan base that I'm like, let me see what this is about. And it's like kind of hard. And there are what they call tank controls, which many games nowadays are like third person or first person, so it's kind of easy to like maneuver them through spaces. In this game and earlier Resident Evil games, the camera is in a set place and you have to sort of like
go around the camera.
Yeah, go around the camera. It's actually like really clunky.
That's how Resident Evil 1 is, right?
Resident Evil 1, Resident Evil 2, Code Veronica. But no, it's fun and I can't wait to see what they have in store for the remake. So
that's exciting.
Thank you. And you're doing well as well?
I am. I've just been traveling. I was on planes, trains, ferries.
Automobiles?
I was in a car or two. Did I take a bus? No, I didn't take a bus.
Okay, surprising.
No, I didn't take a bus.
Okay.
But no, so I went home to New Hampshire for 5 days, visited my family, got to see my sister, my nieces, my parents.
Aww.
Then I went to Boston for one night. Ran into a guy I dated in LA at a gay bar in Boston.
Okay, that seems
which
right.
is statistically what would happen to me.
Yes.
He's doing great. We said hi. We talked.
Okay.
We chatted.
You're on good terms.
I'm not on bad terms with very many people, which is surprising because
very many people that you dated.
Yes. No.
Okay.
I'm on bad terms with like strangers on the internet, like former coworkers. But like,
right.
I'm trying to think. I think I would talk to every single person I've dated.
Yeah, you're very.
I did have to message him because we saw each other across the room, and I was like, I'm pretty sure that's him. Yeah, but I'm not 100% sure. So I like messaged him on Instagram. I was like, "Are you at D Bar in Dorchester?" Which is like the gay neighborhood south of Boston. Yeah. And he was. So we chatted. Mm-hmm. Then we went to Provincetown. I was in Provincetown for 2 nights. It was kind of off season, a little bit early, so it was actually kind of it was like empty, which was kind of nice.
This is your second time going to Provincetown in the last few months.
Yeah, we went. I'm trying to think when. I guess we went 2023. We went during the writer's strike.
Okay.
So that was pre-pod.
Sure.
We want to go back next year for like a week.
I've never been. I really want to go.
It's just like it's the perfect combination of like faggotry and New England atmosphere.
Oh God.
It is really just like Jaws, but people are getting their dicks sucked in places.
Wait, so what's the shark?
No, just Martha's Vineyard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, all gay guys are sharks, but
sure. Yeah.
And by that I mean
the truth.
Dead behind the eyes.
Yeah, I've never been to.
Welcome to another gay homophobia podcast.
Yeah, we've already established this is a homophobic podcast.
So yeah, I was in Provincetown for 2 days.
Cool.
We saw a show. I don't cut this. I don't remember the drag queen Paige Turner. We saw Paige Turner, who's I think New York based, but she was doing Drag Me to the Movies, which was a movie based show where she did little musical numbers and costume changes, and that was
great
fun.
Drag name.
Then we went to New York City. I saw
several shows.
Titanic with Melissa Barrera, who was incredible, so funny.
Our queen.
She has a very good singing voice.
I love her. I think she's great.
It is funny because like people online are always like the like the Scream 7 derangement syndrome people.
Yeah.
Who are like, it's the best movie that's ever happened. Sydney is great and Neve Campbell's acting is always perfect and Melissa Barrera is bad at things. And it is funny because it is like this whole time Melissa Barrera has just been on Broadway and like wearing Betsy Johnson archival at the Tony Awards and like doing fine. And
yeah, she's doing fine.
She's singing a duet with Deborah Cox to the Celine Dion song Tell Him.
Incredible.
About having sex for the first time.
Incredible.
So that was great. We saw Cats the Jellicle Ball, which was incredible.
Okay. Wow, you did see a lot.
I actually saw less than I wanted to. We saw O'Mary with Maya Rudolph, as we talked about in the our Patreon exclusive Leviticus review. I saw Death Becomes Her and Lost Boys. I almost saw Cats a second time.
Maybe that answers my my question. What was the best thing you saw?
I think O'Mary probably.
Okay.
Maya Rudolph was an incredible Mary. I'd previously seen it with Titus, who was also really good. That's one that if I'm in New York and it's a new person that I haven't seen before, I'll just go see it again.
Is it going to come to LA, do you think?
It is. It's coming this fall. They haven't announced who it's going to be there yet, though. But
gosh,
fingers crossed for someone good.
Or Cole. I want Cole.
I don't think we're getting. Well, actually, I feel like LA might get Cole, but I don't think the rest of the tour is going to get Cole.
Yeah, probably.
But no, Cats was so good. Cats is really fun. I like Cats a lot, but then to have Cats be set in the ballroom scene is so genius.
I was gonna say, what's the difference between this that's set solely in the ballroom?
Yes, it is literally like voguing. It's great.
That's amazing. Remember the movie? With Taylor Swift.
The movie is playing at the Vidiot's Theater this week, and I keep almost going to go see it, but I don't think I can. I am in I'm in ticket overload. I've done so much in the last few weeks. Mm-hmm. I got home Thursday night, and then Friday went and saw Mamma Mia at the Amundsen.
Oh my god!
So I do sort of,
no one's more locked in than you.
And then, I mean, this is coming out on the 3rd of July. Then we have 4th of July weekend, which is already full. Like I'm like, it is like this is such a good time for me to be unemployed because like Pride to my birthday is like the busiest time of year for me.
That's what you want. Be busy during your birthday. Well, that's not you want your social schedule to be vibrant in and around your birthday, on and around your birthday, so people can say, "Oh my god, Stuart's birthday tomorrow." Blah, blah, blah.
But then also, if someone was like, "Hey, do you want to go like stare at your phone at a house in Palm Springs?" I'd be like, "Yes."
Oh god. Or do you have 4th of July plans?
Yeah, I have 3 potential pool parties on Saturday.
Okay,
not
that's amazing.
But actually offline. No, I can put Zeke is having a pool party. So if you don't have anything, I'll send you the information for that.
Oh my god, would love
Zeke, a previous guest of ours.
Yeah.
And I think he just doesn't have your email, so you're not on the pool party list.
I know. I should get my email out more. I should also lose 10 pounds before this weekend to get pool party ready.
Well, you got to pick one. It's the box. Lose 10 pounds or give your email out.
Oh my god, such a tough call. Sorry, I just also want to let you know and the listeners that I'm still putting on lotion.
I have been like looking, and it does sort of look like you're jerking off a little bit.
Right. I'm not doing that. I'm putting lotion on my arms and legs.
If you would like to see a video of Jesse looking sort of like he's jerking off, join our Patreon, which our videos are still exclusive to Patreon. Another Gay Horror Pod, patreon.com/Another Gay Horror Pod. Mm-hmm. We haven't recorded a podcast in 3 weeks, and I don't think I'm good at it anymore. I don't know.
Stop.
I feel like I'm just being silly today.
That's exactly what we want.
Yeah, and honestly, for the movie we're talking about today, silliness is appreciated.
We have to be silly. It's impossible not to be.
I have to do an open apology if I'm being 100% honest.
Please.
Which is previously, when I saw this movie, I was drunk. And I remember having a lot of fun watching it. And then I watched it in the sober, cold light of day yesterday. And I was like, I'm not having fun. I'm not living.
This seems like the ideal movie or an ideal movie to watch inebriated and in the company of your closest girlies.
Yes. Unfortunately, yesterday I was watching it on too much coffee alone.
Literally same. Literally same.
So open apology, guys. They can't all be good.
Yeah, I accept that apology. And to be honest with you, I was having a really good time maybe halfway through, and then it became really kind of clear to me that the filmmakers didn't really have a finished script or an idea of what kind of how they wanted the movie to end, in what way, or
but
really,
also it was building towards a twist, which they untwisted.
Yeah, yes, it was like a bait and switch on top of a bait and switch on top of a bait and switch. Parentheses derogatory.
Yeah. So yeah, we are talking about, as you found out when you clicked into the episode, the movie Cutting Class from the year I was born, 1989. Really good year. Wait. What's Taylor Swift's birthday?
Oh, girl.
This movie was released on Taylor Swift's birthday, the day she was born.
What does that mean for us?
December 13th, 1989.
Oh my God, almost my birthday.
Yeah.
That's not true.
Although you're 1990.
1990, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Wow. So do you think, did you seen this?
I bet you she has. I bet you she has such a deep connection to the number 13, to the year she was born. This movie was...
This is important. Sorry to interrupt you. Do you think she likes horror movies?
No.
Maybe she's got a little freak flag. I feel like maybe she might dip her toe into those waters every now and then. To our waters.
Maybe.
Taylor Swift might dip her toe. Taylor Swift, if you're listening to this and the chances that you are high, let us know if you like scary movies and or if you want to be on the pod.
I think they're high. I think she's definitely listening to the pod. She's sitting in a little box getting ready to be carted out at Madison Square Garden for her wedding.
That's not happening. That can't be true.
Well, I mean, this is going to come out the same day, so if
I guess we'll find out.
But yeah, so this movie was directed by Rospo Pallenberg, who is known for his collaborations with the director John Borman. John Borman, who directed Zardoz, Deliverance, The Exorcist 2, The Heretic. And so Rospo had been known as a very creative producer on those projects.
Yeah.
Sometimes as an unedited script doctor. He also allegedly directed a huge chunk of Exorcist 2.
Whoa.
When John Borman became less and less interested in that terrible movie.
Exorcist 2 is the one where the nurse, or not the nurse, the nurse is like stabbed with the scissors in like a jump scare.
That's 3. 3 is good. I watched 3. I like how I was like, I didn't watch any horror movies, and I one day last week I watched Exorcist 3 and Halloween 6 back to back.
God,
but it had been like 2 weeks since I'd had like a really insane double feature of horror movies, and I was like, I need it. Give it to me.
In my arm. Put it straight in my vein.
Give me Exorcist 3. Exorcist 2 is about locusts.
Okay.
Exorcist 2 is Linda Blair is now a dance student in New York, going through light-based cognitive therapy to unremember the exorcism.
And she's attending the Fame School.
Basically every movie in the 80s, every sequel in like the late 70s, early 80s was like, what if dance?
And you know what? I'm interested.
Good for
you got
him.
me.
So the participation of Rospo is actually what attracted some of the cast members to it, because he was known as his collaborator of the director of The Exorcist 2. Jill Schoelen was not interested in doing this movie.
Oh,
she hated the script. She thought it was a bad career decision. Her agent was like, I think it's a good decision for you. Like, you're sort of like, this was post Stepfather.
Yeah.
Sort of an up and coming scream queen. Let's like, he also wanted his 10%. He's like, let's get you in this movie. But she did eventually sign on, knowing that Roddy McDowall and Martin Mull were going to be in it.
She said, Brad Pitt, who?
So Jill Schoelen and Brad Pitt were famously engaged in the early 90s.
Oh my God. I totally forgot about that.
And this is where they met.
Wow.
And that's the legacy of this movie, is that a couple that almost got married met on it.
Wow. Sorry, I need to like think about that for a second. They were engaged for 3 months in 89. Wow. Yeah. Oh, and their chemistry is pretty good. Oh God, he's so cute.
Like, okay, I think I'm gonna say maybe I front loaded my insults of this movie.
Yeah,
I do. This movie is not all bad. No movie's all bad. I like, but the problem is I found Donovan Leitch bad.
Donovan Leitch, who plays. Yeah, I also just think, once again, the movie kind of falls apart. The movie falls apart for me like halfway, just because it just felt like they being the filmmakers, kind of didn't know. They didn't maybe have a script, or like
it does feel like someone went up to a whiteboard and just wrote cutting class,
especially,
and then they all were like,
yes, and
we did it.
That is deeply felt in the climax of the movie, where there's a showdown in I'm gonna say like a mechanics corner of a school, and they're like just using random power tools to like.
But power tools that I don't feel are good tools, or good weapons.
It's crazy. And to be honest with you, you can see in Jill Schoelen's face that she's over it.
she's just like watching the two of them fight with like sanding machines, and she's like, I don't think so. No, she's like, I did the Stepfather. Why am I here?
Yes.
So this is a part of our Jill Schoelen double feature. She's great in this movie. A little bored looking sometimes, but when her character's talking, she's having fun. But like this movie, the fact that this movie it just it has so much going for it when it comes to cast. It has so much going for it. Literally, just the title of this movie is genius. Cutting Class.
It feels, I think you hit the nail on the head. It feels like someone had a whiteboard and they wrote Cutting Class and everyone said, yeah.
Yes.
Which is, listen, if you have a good title, you're onto something. And that feels like where they stopped.
Yeah. They're like, Cutting Class. We don't, nothing else on that board. Just Cutting Class.
Cutting Class.
But yeah, so Jill Schoelen did The Stepfather. She did The Phantom of the Opera, which is probably the movie I should have picked to do instead of this. She did Popcorn. She did When a Stranger Calls Back.
Yes, she's really good in that
really
movie.
Just like a hugely underrated scream queen.
I think that's my favorite Jill Schoelen movie is When a Stranger Calls Back. I think she's
When a Stranger Calls Back is great.
Yeah, she's so well cast and she's so just like she's so good in that.
Do you know that I recently discovered that her participation in Popcorn was a recast? Mm-hmm. And so they had filmed 3 weeks with someone else and they flew her to Jamaica to recast someone.
Jamaica, that's right.
So there's a reason why she's like, a lot of her scenes are just close-ups of her because nobody else is in the room and they're just cutting her into old scenes.
It's giving The Morning Show.
Yes. Yeah. Do you know that Jennifer Aniston and Reese Witherspoon have never met?
Shut up. But you know what? I if I didn't know, if I wasn't as online as much, I would maybe believe that.
It is like they saw the final scene of The Good Wife with Alicia and what's her name, where they were clearly just CGI.
Yes.
They're like, what if we made a whole TV show that was just this?
Yeah, Juliana Margulies. Yeah.
But this is not yet our morning show recap podcast, although if you're interested, I'm sure someone would be interested.
Yeah,
I've actually never seen that show. I've seen a couple
of stray episodes, and I gotta say,
but yeah, Cutting Class.
Cutting Class. Do you have any more fun facts for us?
No.
Yeah,
there's not a lot of fun facts about this movie.
That's okay.
Yeah. Some movies don't have fun facts.
No, it's true. But fun fact, I did take a lot of notes. Surprisingly,
that's good.
Yeah,
I took a lot of notes too, and to the point where I was like, I don't think I need to be taking all these notes. And then I woke up this morning, I was like, I'm glad I took those notes because I watched that whole movie yesterday and I don't remember it. I do love Martin Mull in this movie. Martin Mull was there for a day.
His character and his journey is absolutely baffling because it is impossible to tell where he is
in relation to
anything or anyone.
Because it seems like okay, so let's set up the movie before we So we meet Paula, who is in a sexy t-shirt getting a newspaper. Her dad is the district attorney of, I think, Los Angeles. A district attorney.
Does it take place in LA?
It's a very LA movie to not take place in LA, but that doesn't mean anything. We've watched Nightmare on Elm Street where they're on the Venice canals, and technically that movie takes place in Ohio. But so he's going to go for a week-long hunting trip.
And by the way, we meet him as he's pointing his gun for said hunting trip in his daughter's face, trying to like get her attention.
And he does. He gets her attention. He tells her the 3 rules that she must abide by when he's out of town, which is do her homework, no boys in the house, and no cutting class.
God, they love to drop the title.
They love to say it.
Yeah.
And so on the newspaper, we see Boy Who Killed Father released from mental asylum, which we later find out that her dad was the district attorney who put him in the mental asylum.
Yeah, there's a couple of twists, and I kind of appreciated that, but I just wish the movie like appreciated that.
So let's break this whole movie apart right now.
Sure. Let's go.
The twist of this movie should have been that Brad Pitt's character framed Brian because Brian, who's the I guess lead of this movie, the killer of this movie.
He's the killer, yeah.
Cut his dad's brakes, which resulted in his dad dying.
Yes.
And what they keep almost setting up and then never doing is that Brad Pitt's character was a part of it or could have framed Brian.
Yes.
So
which was cool. I like that.
But that should have been what happened.
Yes, that should have been what happened.
This movie is so straightforward.
Can I just say, there's also some gay subtext happening between the two of them. At one point, they're halfway through the movie. They are working on a car together in class. And wait,
So they're not cutting class.
So they're not cutting class for once. And Brian says to Brad Pitt, I should have read the full quote. Quote, took that apart and never put it back in. I think that was in relation to like their friendship. And Brad Pitt said something along the lines of, I was just messing around. And then Brian says, it wasn't just messing around to me. And so there is like, they set up this kind of like almost Billy Loomis and
Stu
Macher, excuse me, esque kind of relationship that you're right. It should have kind of gone more that route. I think.
The problem is this movie sets up a lot that it doesn't do anything with.
Mm-hmm.
It is so lean and so straightforward. It is literally just like this movie makes Final Exam seem complicated. And Final Exam's a movie I believe you don't remember us covering or you're watching at all.
I remember there being a school shooting ? Is that?
But it's a fake school shooting.
But it's a fake school shooting. That's right.
To get them out of their final exam, so they have another chance to do a final exam. See, that was a bad movie. The complexities of Final Exam, I was longing for them in this movie, which is saying something because that is a dumb movie.
And one guy was tied to a tree in his underwear.
Yes. This movie, at least, it is good performers doing a bad movie.
We don't get any shirtless boys, though. We don't get. Ew, that sounds so weird.
Brad Pitt was so hot, though.
Brad Pitt was so hot.
Problematic.
Yeah, but I mean, at this point, he wasn't.
That's the issue. Every single movie we do, I'm like, oh, Quentin Tarantino's too into feet.
He was problematic. He is problematic maybe now, but in 1987, he was 9. Excuse me. He was just hot, and And unfortunately, we didn't get any back shots or front shots or
side shots
or leg shots.
I love
feet shots.
the Ben Affleck in Gone Girl shower,
shower,
a little side peen.
Yes,
I like a penis from the side.
Never forget the Brad Pitt. Never forget Ben Affleck's massive side profiled penis.
Yeah, good for him.
Yeah, I know.
So her dad goes on a hunting trip to a location that in this scene feels far away. He's at a cabin, and then he gets shot with an arrow and then falls into a marsh.
And seemingly dies.
But so then we go back to school, and Paula, not back to school. We're actually in school for the first time.
Can I just say something really quickly? The idea of being, because he communicates to his daughter that he's not great at hunting, or she's like, you're not good at hunting. The idea of being bad at hunting and yet going on a hunting trip by yourself, for like leaving town for a week, is kind of crazy.
Insane.
What? I don't. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
Rip the logic of this movie apart, Jesse.
I know. Excuse me, Roger Ebert over here.
But so then we get our first hint that maybe he's not hunting far away, because Paula finds a bow and arrow in the gym equipment with a leaf on it. I literally wrote here, are we to assume her dad's week-long camping hunting trip is this close to school that someone borrowed the bow and arrow from school and returned it after shooting her dad?
Wait, I did not clock that, but obviously I did clock later when her class walks by her dad.
When her
in
teacher
the bushes.
walks on him. This movie's crazy.
Yeah.
But derogatory, not complimentary.
Right.
So we're in Brian and Dwight. Brian is Donovan Leitch. Dwight is Brad Pitt, and Paula, who is Jill Schoelen, are all in gym class. Dwight pulls Brian down when he's climbing the rope.
Yeah, weird.
And then the gym teacher makes Brian do push-ups.
The gym teacher doesn't clock that Dwight does this and punishes Brian for falling. Crazy.
This movie,
issues.
I don't know if we've ever watched a movie that's more scenes. It's not
Meaning,
vignettes. It's not. It is like, because literally, like, the next scene is they go to a hot dog stand.
Yeah.
And Jill Schoelen tells Dwight she wants a hot dog, but Brian brings her a hot dog before Dwight can.
Yeah, and she's like, how did you know I wanted a hot dog? And he's like, and I wrote this down, quote, you had that look.
Which, I mean, I have that look all the time.
I really want a hot dog right now. I kind of low-key always want a hot dog, and any of my friends that are listening to this know that that's true. Any of my friends outside of you that are listening to this. Maybe I'll go get a hot dog
for lunch today.
On my hot dog, though, I just like mustard. I don't really like anything else. And if I really want to get
onion,
if I really want to get crazy, I like an English bun, which is where they butter the sides of it and sear both sides,
like a lobster roll.
Kind of, yeah, exactly, yeah.
That is crazy. You were right to preface it.
I feel like I've said crazier things.
We have Dwight reveals that Brian was an institution for a broken mind.
Yeah, what the fuck? He's really inconsiderate about it.
This movie is just scenes. I'm sorry.
No, it is. They're disconnected for sure.
We then go. Dwight and Paula go home to her home, and he puts on one of her dad's suits.
Yeah, and it's
is the first of 2 times a character wears one of her dad's suits.
Yeah, it's a really odd scene. That being said, they kind of start to fool around, and you could just tell Brad Pitt is a very good kisser, and he has big hands, which I always clock. I'm like, oh, does this person have nice hands? I'm always looking at hands. If Quentin Tarantino's looking at feet, guess where I'm looking, babe?
Wait,
you're trying to make me look at your hands as you want me to. It's hard to tell through the screen. I'm not gonna do this right now.
That's all I could say. They're
big,
they're proportional to my giant body. I'm 6'4". I have big hands. It would be crazy if I had small hands. If I was like,
I say, I'm into hands, and you throw your hands up on camera.
I just need to know. I need to know should I hide them?
Stuart, I'm not into your hands, and you can do whatever you want with them.
I just need to protect my peace.
I'm going to put more lotion on.
Yeah. This is a hand fetish podcast now.
It is, maybe.
I missed a scene.
Okay, please.
We do have Brad Pitt almost hitting a kid on a tricycle.
Oh, yeah. What the fuck was that about?
Literally just to establish the last scene.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I was going to say it establishes that he's a dick because the mom was like, watch where you're going. And he's like, try me again.
I'm going to say it's that mom's fault. You don't let, on an open road, you don't let your kid tricycle like 40 feet in front of you.
I think 2 things can be true. I think they are both.
I don't think Brad Pitt's doing great, but.
Well, I think they're both at fault because he's driving very quickly through this neighborhood and very chaotically.
But he doesn't kill the kid. So.
He doesn't kill the kid. In fact, he says, try me again or something along those lines.
Oh, because the kid's like, I want to do it again. And he's like, maybe tomorrow.
Shut up, little boy.
So yeah, that's and okay, now again, this movie is just scenes. They're doing a life drawing class of Paula,
which feels kind of inappropriate for high school.
This movie is everyone in this movie wants to fuck her.
Yes, including and especially the principal played by Roddy McDowall.
Yes, who is barely utilized.
Who's barely utilized. And in one of the scenes that he's in, he calls Jill Schoelen into the office and he gives her a cheerleading outfit.
He's like, try it on right now.
He's like, try it on. She's like, he's like, I'll turn around. And as she bends over, he's clocking her panties. And he also gives her a key to the school because, quote, she's responsible.
Which he shouldn't have done.
So why did he do that outside of her being responsible?
No, this movie feels like they wrote everything backwards. And so there's never a reason for anything to happen. It just happens because it needs to happen for the future.
Right. We also at this point, and while he's in her office, we see that someone's hiding in the closet.
Yeah.
Right. And that person is Brian.
It does. You know how when we talked about the first Friday the 13th, the first Halloween movie, it does sometimes feel like there's POVs in this movie that are not attached to anyone. It's just the camera being shaky.
Yeah, well, it's trying to like throw you off. You're like, who could that be? Blah blah blah. But it's like, well, wait a minute. Maybe it's no one.
Maybe it's just the closet. Maybe it's the closet. It's Roddy McDowall in the closet.
Maybe the closet is sentient, and the closet is looking at these panties.
Yes. And that's T.
Sentient closets, don't underestimate them.
Yeah, sentient closets look at panties.
As someone who's come out of a closet, as two boys that have come out of closets. Trust us. Sentient closets, not for the faint of heart.
No. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't either. I'm sorry. I don't
straight,
know either.
So this is unacceptable.
Whoops. Guys, in this episode of another gay horror podcast, I out Stuart.
Yes. Nobody knows. So yeah, he looks at panties. In the life drawing scene, Brian is watching, not as a attendant of the class, and then the art teacher makes him model and gives him a apple, and then there's like face to face. And I would be so pissed if I was in that still life drawing class and halfway through I was drawing, he changed how the models were set up and added an extra person.
Yeah, and
like, that's just not.
For clarity, he makes him stand in front. He makes him stand very close. The art teacher makes Brian stand very close to Jill Sholin. Also, it should be noted that the art teacher is creepy as hell because upon entering the class, Brad Pitt, Dwight, is not crazy about his girlfriend doing this. And
because it's weird.
It's weird, and he sort of says something to the art teacher like, "Good thing you're gay," or something like that. And the art teacher says, "No, I'm not," and then kind of like looks Jill Sholin up and down.
Everyone wants to fuck Jill Sholin.
Yeah, it's really uncomfortable. Anyway, creepy scene.
Same.
Creepy scene, not in the way they probably intended.
But also, he gets burned alive in the next scene. So he gets thrown in the kiln, burned alive.
This is a crazy kill that I actually forgot about until literally right now.
Yeah. That's why I take 3 pages of notes to remember that the art teacher, who I believe never has a name.
Yeah.
And he shouldn't have a name. Let's be real.
He probably shouldn't, other than creeper.
But yeah, so he dies. Okay. Dwight tries to go to the school to get his math book, but actually wants to see what's in Paula's file. And then he goes to Paula and asks for her key to the school, which she just got for no reason.
Right.
And she says, I'll give it to you. No, her friend says she'll give it to you if you give her your ring.
Right. Your ring, like your class ring or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just like in a weird, like,
class rings used to be a big thing.
Yeah. I never got one. My mom said they're stupid.
Yeah.
She was right.
She was right. She's on the right side of history. I feel like, I don't know where they fell off, but I would guess around somewhere in the 90s.
Yeah.
They're so garish.
I mean, they were still doing them when I was there, but like
same.
I don't think anyone I know got one.
They're so.
I kind of was like, I want one, and she was like, No, you don't.
No offense to anyone that has a pretty class ring, but I've never personally seen a pretty class ring. They're so bulbous.
Because they're like $200 like costume jewelry.
It's also like, I don't know. I don't want to fucking like remember like high school every time I look down at my.
I'm literally sitting here not even wearing my wedding ring. I don't need to remember. I don't need a ring to remember I went to high school.
I picture you in a social situation. Someone's like, "Stuart, where'd you go to high school?" And you're like, "I don't have my class ring on. I forgot."
I'm like, Chris Geyer. I'm like, that's your wedding ring.
That's your husband.
So they all go to school, which they do break into, despite the fact that Paula has a key.
Right.
So she must just have a key to the principal's office, not the school.
Yeah, kind of confusing. It should also be noted that at this point we meet a creepy janitor, who is
truly the fifth girl of this movie.
Yeah, meant to sort of like throw us off, like he could be the killer.
Yeah,
he looks like he's a lead singer in a rock band.
It is like hard in movies like this where it's like we just know who the killer is.
Yeah.
And they keep trying to this movie would have been good if Dwight was actually the killer, and we found out that he actually was the one who cut the brakes to Brian's dad, and he's actually crazy, and Brian was framed for all of this. And
is this Brad Pitt's most villainous role?
Except for real life, yeah.
Got him.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the creepy janitor, they break in, they go to the principal's office.
Brian is watching from behind a water cooler.
Mind you, this is a very small space, and the fact that they don't clock him is
it is like a 10 square foot office, and like just like feet away from them is this like guy
on top watching. Of that. One of the characters, so it's Jill, I keep forgetting her name,
Paula.
Her character is Paula,
Paula's
friend, who is the comic relief, absolutely, for sure, out of this group.
Yes.
At one point she says, should I tweak my file to show that my IQ is at 300? Is that high?
And the other guy's like, that no, nobody would believe that. This is Brenda James's Colleen.
Interesting.
Brenda James, no Wikipedia page.
Brenda James, you're an icon. She also goes over and gets water from the cooler and somehow misses Brian.
Yeah, well, she doesn't have a 300 IQ, so she can't see people. If she could see people, maybe she would see Brian behind the thing.
Well, the lights are also off, so maybe in her defense, she just has bad vision.
I would believe that.
Sure, let's say sure to that.
Sure. Yeah. Brenda James. What else did Brenda James do?
She kind of looks like...
she played Dr. Katie Brown in 4 episodes of Stargate Atlantis.
Okay, that's a notable role. She kind of looks like Channing, oh my God, in The West Wing, and First Wives Club. Channing...
Tatum?
No.
Dungy?
Sorry, Stalker Channing. She looks like Stalker Channing.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like a young Stalker.
She played secretary in the Patriot Games.
It's kind of a good one.
Yeah, she's been bopping and bipping and booping. I don't think she's done anything since. She has 4 upcoming, but that doesn't mean anything. One of her upcomings is a TV show from 1985. So I don't think that
called
counts.
What?
Called Safe at Home, which she did 65 episodes of.
Oh, okay, baddie.
Yeah. Okay. So they're talking about how he got electric shocked.
Brian,
yeah,
right.
And they're like, that's a lot of electricity, mama. And then
they say that.
Yeah. They copy the report and hand it out to everyone in class the next day, and everyone makes fun of Brian for getting shocked.
I know, what a fucking shitty thing to do. It's like Brad Pitt did this because he's a douche. Like,
he's
why?
Gay,
there was
and he's in
no
love with
reason.
Brian.
You know what? Yes, that's what I'm saying. There's gay subtext here. There's absolutely.
I actually would say it's just text.
It's just text. You're right.
Yeah,
it's just text.
And so the class is walking through the swamp, and this is where the teacher walks on Paula's dad. I wrote swap. My typing was not great. And yeah, so but then the question is, where are we? I mean, we're in Malibu. They filmed this in Malibu in the canyon.
So confusing.
But
confusing.
Where are we supposed to be in relation? Like it is crazy to go on a week-long hunting trip within walking distance from your daughter's high school.
I also think at one point Brian looks down and sees what we think that Brian sees the dad, but he really just sees a snake.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, a snake.
A snake. And then
good stuff.
Guys, I'm sorry, this movie is just scenes. At the basketball game, which is the next scene in the movie, Paula's friend doesn't wear panties for crowd morale, and she gets pulled under the bleachers, and her and a guy are killed as the team scores a final score.
It's crazy.
So it's too loud to hear.
Screams
the murders.
She screams. Also, it should be noted that this is a game. So Brad Pitt plays on the school's basketball team, and his dad is there, and he really is banking on Dwight, being scouted by a collegiate recruiter.
And I would say it doesn't feel like he's good enough at basketball for that.
No, he's not good. He really is not. And he throws a mad fit at one point because he like stumbles and like gets into a fight with a player, and then ultimately just runs out of the gym before the game's even over.
Pissing off his dad.
Right. Pissing off his dad. And then subsequently the recruiter leaves, and the dad is like, no, don't go. And the recruiter's like, don't touch me, bitch.
Yeah, it's over.
It's over.
Then Paula and Dwight are making out in her car. He keeps almost like fingering her.
Yeah.
There is so much of like everyone wants her vagina. This movie is so graphic in how it depicts her, like in a way that's almost more upsetting to me than because I know Sleepaway Camp. I mean, not Sleepaway Camp. The Stepfather. She's also a high school student, but that movie itself doesn't sexualize her, even showing her naked. It's not as sexualizing as this, which is like every character sexualizes her, but it's not even. There's no point to it. It's not like this movie is not about her overcoming men. This movie is about her trying to figure out which one of the guys she might like is a psychopathic murderer.
Yeah, I mean, I would guess based on your fun facts that maybe this is one of the reasons Joel Sholin was not crazy about the script, like, because it's not really thoughtful in how it portrays its female
lead. And they're
lead.
like, what if Roddy McDowall is the guy who's trying to upskirt you? And she's
Roddy McDowall's character is a freak in the fucking streets. He at one point pulls off a sock that is on a mic that is intended to do the morning announcements, school announcements, whatever, and smells the sock.
I'm sure he was operating on a script that had nothing in it, and he was like, well, I'm going to add little things to it.
Yeah, he's like, what nuances can I add?
Yeah, he's like, what if I smelled the sock? And they're like, genius.
We're talking about it, so it had to be something. It had to be a choice.
We're talking about it because accidentally last summer I got drunk and watched this movie and said, I think it was good. I should have been drunk when I watched it.
That's pretty impressive that you can watch movies drunk. I can't watch movies drunk. I'm like, I get distracted.
Apparently I don't pay attention to them.
I mean, that makes sense. You're drunk.
I mean, last night we got home from gay pride party and I put on Stage Fright, which we covered last summer, and immediately asleep.
It's also, you've seen it.
You've seen it 400 times.
Yeah.
So,
it's a comfort watch.
So, the next day, okay, let's see. An auto body shop, Dwight and Brian bond over remembering when they cut Brian's dad's brakes.
They don't directly say that, though. They just kind of talk about.
They say it. Also, the janitor is cleaning up popcorn from the game, and there's just so much blood.
Yeah, but it's just like a one-off pile of blood. And
yeah, but it looks like
it.
You know, like strawberry
preserves or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like that. It's really, or like the strawberry stuff McDonald's will put on their
biscuits.
Ice cream.
Oh,
like a strawberry ice cream sundae. Like it looks like that. Like
it's like the McDonald's
strawberry.
Creme Fresh. Yeah,
yeah. It's like, ugh. And then Brian and Dwight are now sort of friends.
Yeah, it's kind of bizarre. It's hard to keep track, but yeah,
Brian defends Dwight to his teacher, and Brian is suspended by the vice principal.
Rain.
I feel like, so it's weird that Roddy McDowall's character doesn't die in this movie.
Yeah, it is weird. Wait, but just to kind of clarify, he's suspended because he calls the vice principal, but it's like says something like "fuck off" or something, and she's like, "Oh, very funny."
Insubordinates.
You're suspended.
Yeah.
So
two can play that game, bitch.
Yes. Fucking bitch.
But so whoever kills her, whoever it may be, smashes her face into a Xerox machine.
Many times.
Think this would kill you. I don't think if you're not hitting the Xerox machine enough to break the glass, I don't think that person's dying.
Yeah, maybe she has some sort of health condition where she just can't be smashed into a Xerox machine.
Sorry, I shouldn't laugh. You also have the same medical condition.
I have the same medical
that prevents
condition.
you from having your face smashed into a Xerox machine.
I steer clear. That's why I steer clear of Xerox machines. Yeah, because there's so many these days.
They're everywhere,
just sitting around.
The Xeroxing in the streets of LA.
I'm walking to an Akbar and there's a Xerox. I'm like, ah.
To be fair, you did go on Xerox jockstrap night. So that's on you.
Guys, do you want to go to Xerox night at Akbar? They're like, what does that mean?
The last time I went there, I blacked out. The only reason I remember is all the pictures I took on the Xerox.
Yeah, and you wake up in your room and you're just surrounded by copies of your ass on a Xerox machine.
I always wanted to do
Thousands.
that. Never did. Although now I have enough self-awareness of my ass that I don't think I could get a good angle on it from a Xerox.
We both know you would absolutely make an effort to do that if you were drunk and there was a Xerox machine at a club. You would say, okay, girls.
Hold my beer.
Hold my beer.
Hold my beer
Sits
real
ass
fast.
first, cheeks first on the Xerox machine.
Yeah. But I don't have the condition where I can put any of my part of my body on a Xerox machine and live. I don't struggle the way you struggle.
I know.
Yeah.
Across
so the vice principal dies. I believe that this death was, I'm making this up. This is not a fun fact. I feel like this was supposed to be Roddy McDowell's death. And maybe they ran out of time with him and they just made up another person, because all of a sudden there's a vice principal who dies, and it's weird that Roddy McDowell doesn't die after being a pervert. That's the thing.
She's kind of set up as like a shitty character. Like no one likes her. She's a curmudgeon.
Yeah.
So they kind of do position it like she can go.
But the thing is, normally in a movie, when someone's a pervert, they die.
Yeah.
So it is weird for him to be sexualizing Jill Schoelen's character and then never die.
I know. And we only really see him, one or two other times after this. And he is standing on stage in the theater, in the high school theater, and he's like trying on clothes. He's like trying on costumes.
I don't think I wrote this down. So, I
believe it happened. I did not forget it. So
Paula finds the vice principal dead. Dwight accuses Brian, who flees into the crowded hallway. Dwight gives chase but can't catch up with him. We see Martin Mull still in woods
approached by a search dog. And he has a full-on conversation with this dog. And still somehow the authorities miss him.
Yes. He's down the hill from the school and nobody's like, what's happening over there?
It's crazy. So crazy.
Yeah, it's so...
What's going on over there? And he's full-on I'm pretty sure he asks this dog if the dog can speak English. Am I right about that?
And it can't. I don't remember.
And it can't. And it can't. So guess what? The authorities don't miss him. Or they miss him.
Yeah.
Whoopsie.
And then we have everyone. This scene is very Cherry Falls coded.
Yeah.
All the parents are yelling at the principal that Brian shouldn't have been let back into school.
They all got copies of the vice principal's face.
Yes.
The copy from the Xerox machine that was like spitting out her bloody ass face.
Yeah.
Somehow all got their hands on these copies.
Dwight's class ring is in the picture.
Yes.
But nobody seems to believe that could be anything.
Yeah. Until
they're just sort of like, oh, that's weird.
Does Brian point it out?
Yes.
I think Brian points it out to Jill. Or to Jill.
Yeah.
Paula.
Dwight shows up to Paula's house drunk and she sends him away. And then she takes a shower and Brian shows up in her room. And she's like, don't kill me.
It should be noted that shortly before anyone shows up, a child on a trike pulls up to her back door and pulls out a gun. Do you remember this? And she's like, what are you doing here? And the kid is like, hee, and drives away.
I was busy writing my notes about Martin Mull's subplot.
Well,
I was like, what's happening? What was happening in Malibu?
I don't know what was going on here, but there's a child with a gun and it's just driving around the neighborhood on a trike. So
this movie, I don't know if we've ever watched a movie that has less to say. More to do, less to say.
I know.
It is truly like just things are happening.
Things are happening.
Brian ends up holding scissors in the bathroom and he hands them to her and says, if you think I'm going to kill you, stab me. And then she kind of like looks like she's about to stab him.
Yeah. This scene is kind of like Argento coded because it's like his hands are like shadows on the wall and he's creeping up and it's kind of very theatrical. Yeah. But anyway, she looks like
she's wearing underwear at least in this movie. So
God.
So, and then he tells her that his dad was abusive. He didn't want to kill him, just hurt him. And then she wakes up the next day and Brian is now wearing her dad's suit.
And he's awake and watching her sleep, which is somehow not really addressed. Oh, yeah, somehow hot. Yeah, sorry, excuse me. Unexamined.
And then he shows her the picture with the murder, and you see that Dwight's ring is on.
Right.
And so now at this point, the movie is trying to make us believe that Paula thinks that Brian is good as Dwight and Dwight is bad.
Yes.
But it doesn't really like land that well.
No, it's kind of confusing.
They go into the school to find Dwight. The janitor now attacks them.
Yeah, we now, or I was kind of fooled into thinking maybe the janitor was the killer because the janitor is a creep, 2 would have access to pretty much everything in the school.
Oh, we get a very random death. Very Thanksgiving coded, where the gym teacher is by himself jumping on the trampoline.
This is really funny.
And he gets flagged to death, but it's clear that they didn't have any prosthetics budget left because it is just he is on the trampoline with blood, and then behind him is clearly the flag,
the like
pole,
staff or whatever, the
but
pole.
like clearly a foot behind him, not through him. And it's just like they did not have the money to make it seem like a flagpole was going anywhere through him.
This gym teacher is also just kind of someone who it's not giving gymnasts. So the fact that he's jumping up and down on the trampoline, like
a gym teacher alone jumping on a trampoline is the most menacing thing in this movie.
Yeah, it really, honestly,
I'm like, girl,
really
get on the ground. You should be grading tests.
Yes.
What are you doing on that trampoline?
Well,
dying.
He's not there for long. He's dying. Yeah. The whoever is has this flag in hand rams it up the trampoline into the teacher. So
or
bye
near the teacher.
Or near the teacher. Yeah, unclear since the budget ran out.
And then so now Paula finds
sorry. During this scene, there's like a Stars and Stripes like kind of melody playing. It's like a remixed Stars and Stripes like bop. It's really hilarious. It's played for serious kindness too. Anyway, sorry. At this point, gym teacher's dead.
Paula now finds her friend and her friend's boyfriend dead in a closet full of mice. Why are there mice there?
Who could say?
And then she and the math teacher escape Dwight, who is at the door outside of her.
Math teacher coming out of nowhere, by the way.
Yeah, math teacher. The teachers are so bad in this.
They're really bad.
But then on the blackboard, there's a riddle. The whole time he's doing like those like SAT state school, like how many trains does it take to get to Chicago from Boston with hours?
Yeah.
Or whatever. That is the dumbest words I've ever used.
No, but guess what? That was pretty much what word for word what the riddle is.
So the 2 doors in the room have different numbers on it. He believes he does correct math, goes through the wrong door and gets axed in the face by Brian.
It's also funny because Paula is like, they're working against the clock here. And Paula's like, I thought you were good at math. I thought you were a teacher. And he's like, can you just shut up? I'm trying to think. And then he's like breaking down.
Yes. And does the math wrong because he forgets about the time change.
Yeah.
So we now know Brian's the killer.
Yeah.
He tells her that he wants to be a great killer who not only kills in the present, but the past and the future.
Yes. Omnipresent king.
Just like a dumb little riddle.
Yes.
This movie is mostly riddles.
Yes, Doctor Who.
Yeah. Okay.
Doctor Who?
Horton hears a who.
Yeah, exactly.
And he likes Paula and doesn't want her to take it personally when he kills her. Which is polite. It's gentle.
She's like, thank you.
Nice. It's just like, honestly, I don't want to take it personally when you kill me either.
Yeah.
And then Dwight breaks down the door. Paula knees Brian in the crotch. Dwight and Paula escape, and then they try to use science from the beginning to make an explosion.
This is maybe the funniest scene in the whole movie. So anyway, Dwight thinks that he can utilize like his tools learned in science class, which he did not fucking learn. Utilize sodium. So he like breaks a pipe and water is like coming out, and he's like, I'm gonna throw this like giant rock onto the water and it's gonna cause an explosion. And fucking Brian walks in and Dwight throws the rock and nothing happens.
And he's like, that's a rock, you idiot.
Like, that's a rock. What are you fucking
it's not
doing?
Sodium.
It's so good. The rock is like orange.
Yes, it's clearly not sodium.
What is this, survival class?
Not effective survival class.
Yeah, that's I think a character said that because I wrote that down. Quote, what is this, a survival class?
So they now escape to like the shop, auto shop, something,
auto body shop, let's say that.
And they turn a switch and all of the tools turn on. Which is not safe.
Maybe.
And
who are we to say that? You know?
But so then Paula unplugs what she thinks is whatever random tool Brian is using, but it's actually Dwight's tool.
Yeah.
And then Brian is trying to convince Dwight to kill Paula. He's like, well, we could still be friends if you kill her.
We were once friends and potentially lovers, and we could be again.
Yeah, I do like the reading that they were just like fucking.
Yeah, I like that. I like
mostly because I just want to see it.
Brian's kind of cute in like a weird way.
But so
he would have looked really good with a mustache.
Brian clamps Dwight's head.
Yeah.
Paula seduces Brian and then hits him in the head with a hammer, and he falls into a saw.
What a way to go.
Again, no prosthetics. Like I was like, well, he's not dead because we didn't see anything. He's just dead.
Mm-hmm.
And then the janitor shows up and sexually harasses her. Because that's what everyone does.
Poor Paula. Jesus.
Poor Paula. Jill Schoelen shouldn't have done this movie.
I know.
I'm gonna sue her agent for making her do this movie.
I know. God.
But they drive away, and Bill, her dad, is rolling down a hill into their neighborhood.
He's like, don't forget about me.
And they discover here that what Brian meant when he said kill in the future was he cut Dwight's brakes. So Dwight swerves to miss him. Does, if you understand cars, hit brakes. Because you can't fully stop a car on that short of a turn without hitting brakes. But I'm just a car guy. I know a lot about cars.
Yeah. You're saying Greek to me right now.
Yeah. But then Martin Mull is like, is everything okay? I heard Brian escaped. And she's like, well, we killed him. Don't worry about it. And he goes, why are you cutting class? This movie is a slasher parody that would appear in a better horror. This feels like the opening scene of a Brian De Palma movie. The movie that
like
he
Body
would
Double,
making fun of slasher movies.
Yes, it's very the beginning of Body Double Coded.
Yes.
But they thought they ate with that last line. You shouldn't be cutting glass.
You know, when Kelly Osbourne said that racist thing on The View and she looked so proud of herself?
Yes.
That was them. The whole, every time anyone said cutting class.
Period.
God. Again, I'm going to issue a public apology. I am going to not watch a movie and assume I enjoyed it. Would enjoy it sober again.
Public apology, we cover cutting class this week.
Yes. Open letter to the whole community.
Yeah. Our audience will appreciate that.
I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm trying to learn. Next week we are gonna actually make it up to you. Our next double feature is Sharks. And we are starting with Jaws. We are literally going from the worst movie we've ever covered to maybe the best.
We're going from the school to the sea.
Yeah, we're going from the bottom to the top.
We're going from the bottom to the top.
Yeah.
The bottom of the seafloor to the top of the seafloor.
Yeah, the bottom of the cutting class to the top of the orca.
We're going from cutting class to cutting sharks.
Yeah, so our shark double feature next week, we're covering Jaws. The week after, we're covering my boy Jai Courtney's Dangerous Animals.
So hot.
What a double feature.
Can't
but
wait.
I love Jill Sholin.
Yeah, me too.
I'm glad we got to honor her. I wish we had maybe just gone back and watched When a Stranger Calls Back again.
I know. You know what? We still can. That's still that's still a possibility.
I'm gonna log off, go pick up lunch, and watch When a Stranger Calls Back.
That sounds like a great plan. I'm gonna do that after I finish my book club book.
Yeah. I love you, Jesse.
I love you.
I'll talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon, and thank you, listeners, for dialing in.
Oh, we should thank our Patreon subscribers.
How did we forget? We should
actually
thank
have
our
missed
Patreon.
the last couple episodes because we pre-recorded them. I'm sorry. We are trying to be good at this.
We've been busy boys.
We have been busy boys, but I don't have a job anymore. So, okay.
Thank you, James Henry II.
Thank you, Robert Fontnot.
Thanks, Daniel Taylor.
Thank you, Lena Francis, our new member. Lena and I went to high school and college together. So thanks for joining our Patreon, Lena.
Love that. Erica S. Grigg. Thanks, girly.
Jess Rianero.
Quinn Lee, you're a real one. Thank you.
AM coffee emoji. We have a new AM name.
Ooh, we love an emoji in the name. Ray McDonald, TYSM.
And Scott Smith Girding. Thanks for coming. Thanks for being supporters. Thanks for helping us continue to do this podcast every week. If you want to join the pod, if you want to join the Patreon, get access to all of our episodes a week early, get access to our exclusive Leviticus. I keep wanting to call it Lucifer. Leviticus review.
Kind of.
Patreon.com/anothergayhorrorpod. Any contribution, any liking, subscribing, all of that jazz we love.
We'll take
it.
We appreciate it.
So we'll see you next week with Jars. And bye.
Bye.
This podcast has been presented and produced by Stuart Ross and Jesse Tappett. Edited by Stuart Ross. All recording equipment provided by Photo Booth Productions. To support our podcast, join us at patreon.com/anothergayhorrorpod.